Hi y'all, this is Deidra here with Deidre's Daily Dreamer coming at you with another video. I'm so excited if you join me for today's video. I am going to make another weight loss video. I just felt like since I do have more people subscribing that I would go ahead and put some more information out about my journey and what I'm doing. So I'm going to do some more weight loss tips and tricks, except I'm going to lay it all out there and just tell you what I'm doing. And maybe one of the tips and tricks that help you, and you will decide you want to do them. They're not in any particular order. Just because, in my opinion, they all help me equally. Well, some of them like exercise more than others, but I find them all very helpful. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, my first tip is join a Facebook motivational weight loss motivational group. You can find co-ed, male, female. I recommend it. I've had nothing but love from these people. I've subscribed to about 3 different ones, and I get nothing but love. Like, I put like posts, I put like questions, and you know, it's good to see what other people are doing and like giving that a boy and a kudos to other people as well. It helps me stay motivated, and it helped me feel like I'm helping others at the same time. And I do it with the thing, like, I don't pressure myself to help everybody because that would be overwhelming, but I just kind of let my internal dialogue like be like, well, like, you can tell sometimes that some people are struggling more than others on there, and I find that sometimes some people may need a little bit extra help, and then some people are more confident. But regardless, like, I don't really feel like you can like help everybody because it's like time consuming. But if you like need motivation or tips, you might even could find one for your own like diet if you're doing like keto or paleo or something like that. I know that you can find like recipes for keto on there too. A channel just for that. So I recommend that. Another thing I recommend is exercise doing something you love. Like, I do some exercise stuff that I don't love, like biking, or like going to the gym. I actually enjoy because it gets me out of my house, it gets me out of my zone of being in the house, and it gets me in the zone of exercising and motivate myself and stuff like that. So I do like the gym, but my favorite exercise does not even happen in the gym. It happened at my house. I'm sorry about that fly, y'all. I've been trying for days to kill this thing, so please forgive me. There's just no way to get around it right now. But my favorite exercise is to dance. I love to dance, so I use YouTube, my Wii, DVDs. So that kind of gives me into my next segue to my next tip. Use YouTube. You can get exercises without having to buy DVDs or games. But with that being said, if you do have a gaming system like a Wii or one of them that takes weight loss DVDs for the system, I recommend that. I also recommend DVDs. You can get DVDs for really cheap just about anywhere. The pawn shop, offline, like Let Go, or Facebook's yard sale, or yard sale in person. Excuse me. So I do recommend all that. So with that being said, let's move right along. Okay, I know a lot of people are starting weight loss channels to monitor their progress, and that is cool. I'm like, way to go. You know what I mean? Because for some people, it takes a lot to put themselves out there. Like me, not so much. I'm like pretty outgoing person, and I love doing this. So for me, it's not like hard to put myself out there and to show you my body and show you how big I am and stuff like that. I'm not like trying to glorify being as big as I am, because if other people are that way and they like it, that's fine. But for me, I had to do something about my health and to be able to like tie my shoes and stuff like that. So for me, I felt like I had to make a change. But I don't have a problem being this size really, but I have health issues, and that's where I have a problem. So just a little tip about me. Okay, so another thing is, I encourage you to write your journey down using an exercise and diet planner, using a journal, you don't have to journal like every day, but journal like small what we call non-scale victories. So if you can get in pair of jeans that you couldn't get into, that's a non-scale victory. If you can bend over maybe with ease, and you haven't been able to do that, or if you can go up a flight of stairs without getting out of breath, or you lose a health problem that you had, like diabetes, or you decrease medicine, all those are non-scale victories. So in your journal, write non-scale victories. I encourage you write your mood. How did you feel when you first started losing weight? In the beginning, I was overwhelmed. I forget what I wrote, but the next time I pull out my little planner for this, I will read what I wrote. How about that? But write down how you feel about certain things about your weight loss journey. Write down your weight. Don't just rely on YouTube or Instagram to do that, because in my opinion, I guess because I like paper, planners and stuff like that, that helped me, because I like to take my planner to the doctor and show the doctor what I'm doing. And even though my doctor can see that I'm losing weight, but I like to tell him details, I lost this much weight between here and here. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to write it down too. Okay. Another thing. Segue. Instagram. I recommend Instagram, and this is why. Yes, you are already doing YouTube in some cases, and you have a YouTube channel. But I like Instagram because you can put pictures on there. You can use it in your YouTube channel deal. And you can talk with people. Because I met the sweetest lady. If I could remember her name right now, I would shout her out. but she is so sweet. I like really related to her and some things that she said, and I was like, oh, I would love to talk to her. She had Instagram. So I reached out to her, let her know that exactly what I just told you, that, I really resonated with her story. I would like talk to her. And she replied and she was like, oh girl, I would love to talk to you. So that's why I like Instagram, because you can talk on there back and forth, back and forth. And it doesn't have to be like an everyday, all day thing. It could just be here and there, giving people encouragement. Just knowing that other people are out there rooting for you, or maybe that you're rooting for them, because you never know what makes somebody's day. Like, I know it made my day when she reached back out to me and said, oh girl, I would love to talk to you. And it made my day even better when I was talking to her and she was motivating me, and I motivated her back, I hope. So I really recommend Instagram, because another thing about YouTube, YouTube is a way of accountability, but Instagram and Facebook motivational groups, if they can hold you accountable. I know you're thinking, well, if I have all these, will I get overwhelmed? You might, but there's a chance you might not either. So I just say, do you, do what makes you okay and stable mentally or whatever. But I do find that Instagram is helping me, because at first I was like, oh, I don't really like Instagram, because I will be honest, some people like DM you and stuff like that, and they really don't, like, you really don't want to like have nothing to do with them. Like, you really can't control who is on your page like Facebook. You can. So maybe if you felt better, you can use Facebook instead of Instagram. But I know, in my opinion, I like Facebook just for my family and like my typical page where I post stuff. Typically I like that for family, but then like I am on the groups and stuff, and that's just in my feed. So if that makes sense. But like I said, just do you. I'm just giving some tips. Okay, now next one. I know that a lot of people do use apps, and that is my next tip. Use app from the App Store. I'm using two so far that I really like. One is called bitesnap, and it's where you take pictures of your food, and you can tell it'll like estimate how many calories, but then you have to like sometimes, excuse me, my eye itches, sometimes you have to adjust the calories to make sure they're right. But I like it because you can see your food. But that goes back, you can use Instagram to post your food as well. Because I think if you have a visual idea of like, ooh, I started off my journey like eating like this, because I did it for a couple weeks before I even started my weight loss journey. And then now I eat like this. And then it like tells you how many macros and how many fats, protein, and carbs. So it tells you, and it takes into account your weight, your height. It tells you how many calories you should be ingesting, and then you can adjust it from there to how many you need to lose the weight every week. So there's that. Another app that I like, that a friend turned me on to was called the lose the it was called the weight loss app for women. It's like a red app. I'll leave it down in the description box. But I like it because it does have exercises you can do, but I actually don't use it for the exercise. I use it because it reminds me of how much water to take every day. Like every hour on the hour or something like that, or every so often, it reminds me to drink water. Like it'll say it's time to hydrate, and you click on it after you drink your water, and then when you reach 100%, you know you've drunk your water for the day. So I highly recommend that app, because I'm finding that a lot of people are saying I can't keep up with my water, or I am having a hard time keeping track of it. So instead of having to use it on paper, you just have it on your cell phone, and it tells you, regardless whether you use it monitors your weight loss too. Like you can put your weight loss in there and stuff like that. But I like it for the water. Okay, I know this video is a little long, so if you're still with me, kudos for you, because we are learning about weight loss. Okay, find something that motivates you. Like, a lot of people have trouble with motivation. Like, it could be a piece of clothing you want to wear. It could be giving yourself a surprise, like when you hit a goal. And that kind of segues into another one. Like, set small attainable goals. Like, I want to lose 200 pounds, right? But that's my main goal. My short-term goal is to lose the 2 pounds every week. So when I do a weigh-in, because I don't weigh every week, I weigh at least once monthly, but I measure once monthly too. So also measure. If you are not measuring, sometimes you will lose inches in your thighs and waist and neck and arms and breast and everything, and not have lost any weight. You might be gaining muscle and not lose any weight. So there are other reasons why you might gain weight. And this is another thing. Boo-boo. If you weigh in every day, don't do it. Your mental health is just it probably gonna drive you nuts, because the scale is not the only way to measure your weight. Like, non-scale victories. Measure, like I just said. I'm not saying don't weigh, but don't weigh, I say no more than once a week. Because as a woman, you have hormonal changes. It fluctuates if you had too much salt, different things like that. So there's that. But like I said, find something that motivates you. This is what worked for me. Pictures. Not just my pictures, but other people's pictures. Like, I watch YouTube motivational picture where they show like the big picture and what they look like now, and that motivates me. I don't know why, but it works. So for me, it really works. So that worked for me. Okay, my last one, and this is one that I have harped on over and over and over again, and I will continue to say it from time to time because I think this is important, especially because I think it's sad when people lose the weight and they get down to their goal weight and they say, I feel like I'm fat, like I feel like I'm 200 pounds, or I feel like I'm at my highest weight. Now, sometimes that is because they lost the weight too fast, but in other ways, sometimes it's not that. Like, they just get to the end of their journey and they have a disconnect. So, to keep you from having that disconnect, this is what I do. I did it the first and only time I've lost weight, and it helped me then and it helps me now. Look in the mirror, talk positive to yourself, like say, girl, you are burning them calories right now, because when you stand in that front of that mirror, you are burning calories because you are standing up. So look in the mirror, talk positive to yourself, get yourself some mantras. Say, I look fabulous, I look fabulous, I look pretty, I look beautiful. If you're a guy, be like, I look like a stud, I look like a handsome guy. Whatever you want to tell yourself, and it can be anything. And don't be thinking that you're stupid. I mean, just talk to yourself. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to do that or whatever, but it will help you. Also, like, touch your body. Like, get to know your body. Like, if I put my hands around my waist, like, I can feel the fat on top. But right now, that does not make me unhappy. That makes me happy because I'm like, oh, girl, you got a waist. How about that? Like, little things like that. Like, and over time, you will notice changes. And you will not be lying to yourself when you say, oh, girl, oh, guy, you don't have no double chin no more. Or you can see your collarbones. A lot of people want to see their collarbone. Or they could see their waist nipping in. And that is what I'm talking about. So, I know I threw a lot out to you, and I hope this video really helped some people and encouraged some people and help, like, get some motivation going and things like that. If I think of anything else, I will do another video, and I do tips and tricks normally every week with my weight loss update anyway. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you have a tip that I did not mention. Feel free to leave it. I would love to know your comments and tips and tricks that you do. And also, if this is your first time, I really appreciate it. And if you are coming back again, I appreciate your support. And with that being said, as always, dream big, Deidra Daily Dreamers.